Good morning, Year 7. Well done on your excellent work last week. You did some fantastic stuff investigating Rome and London. And today's lesson is slightly different focus for this lesson. We're looking at a woman called Boudica. Going to work out whether she is a warrior queen, well, she is a warrior queen, whether she was actually a hero or villain in British history. So, looking at these two pictures, can you write down what you can infer about Boudica from the two pictures above? Start off by saying, I can infer that Boudica was, and think of an adjective that you can draw or pull from the images. Why would someone have a statue in central London? What image does the picture on the left, what words does that summon? What words does that generate in your mind? So inferences from those two pictures, please, as many as you can. And as you remember, inference is a key historical skill, and it's the meaning that you can divine, that you can get from certain details, almost like being a detective. Excellent. So, lesson title today, was Boudica a hero or a villain? Our lesson objectives today, to identify reasons why Britons may not have liked Roman rule, to explain why some people think Boudica was a hero, to judge whether Boudica was a hero or villain by looking at the evidence. Starter. Try and list as many good things and bad things that the Romans did for Britons. Have a table, good, bad. So what good things did they bring to Britain? Think about the architecture that we've looked at. Think about the science, the infrastructure that we've looked at. Potentially even the culture as well. What bad things did they bring to Britain? Maybe use this time to do a bit of research. Good things and bad things that Romans brought to Britain. Okay, now allow me to help you. You've already made the two columns. The Romans were good for Britain and the Romans were bad for Britain. But now you're going to use this information, which is also my homework, and it's also here as well. I'd like you to place this in the correct table. So copy it out, put it in the right side of the table. If you think that it's somewhere in the middle, then write it in the middle. Once you've got enough information down, I'd like you to look at task 2 at the bottom. Using the information you have organised, what do you think overall? Were the Romans good or bad for Britain? So using that information, write a PE paragraph explaining your opinion. Were the Romans overall a good thing or a bad thing for Britain? Now, who was Boudica and what did she do to Roman Britain? I'd like you to draw a picture of Boudica. There she is. Just draw a sick person with long hair. She actually had bright red hair, so you can draw that if you wish. What I'd like you to do is, using the information, and I'm going to show you on the next slides, you're going to answer these questions about her. Why was Boudica angry with the Romans? What was special about Celtic women? Was Boudica successful? What did she do to the Romans? So just as we've done before in previous tasks, I believe James I, we're going to add as much information around this historical figure as possible. Extension task. Why do you think Boudica is celebrated as a British hero today? Explain your answer. So here is some information on the life of Boudica, warrior queen. I've put some definitions of the keywords below to help you, and some key information is in bold, so you might want to definitely use that information as you're collecting evidence. And then also here as well, should Boudica be considered a hero? So some excellent information about Boudica, and a bit of a glossary on the side. So we're collecting as much information about Boudica as possible with experts on the warrior queen Boudica. Now, a final task for you. Should Boudica be considered a hero? I'd like you to draw a small set of scales, and either side you need to write the words yes, no. Using the different factors on the sheet previously, you need to decide whether they support the argument that Boudica was a hero, or was she a villain. Write each in your own words onto the correct side. Decide which side is heavier, which one presents a stronger argument. Is she a hero, or is she a mean villain? Add as much information to your statements as possible. Explain why. I've set out below how I'd like you to draw this in your books, in your notes. So Boudica has been an inspiration for other strong women in history, such as Queen Elizabeth. So she is a hero. She's a hero to some very important people. And then maybe you might say no, because she did kill some people. So yes and no arguments, please, along the side of a set of scales. And last, but by no means least, I'd like you to write your own obituary for Boudica. When someone dies, people will often write something to commemorate their life. They like to talk about what they were like, what their achievements were, and how they feel the person should be remembered. What I'd like you to do is write an obituary. So imagine it's going in the newspaper, it's going to commemorate Boudica's life. You need to write an obituary of Boudica that is at least 100 words long. However, you can do it from the point of view you're choosing. You can do it from a Roman who lived in Londinium before it was burnt down, so you might hate Boudica. You might do it from the perspective of a Briton who was treated badly by the Romans, so she might be your hero. Or, this might be more challenging, a British person today. What view is someone today in 2020 going to have of Boudica? I've got an example set out below for you. Boudica, also known as the Glorious Warrior Queen, has died. She fought for what she believed against Roman tyranny. She stood up for all the helpless Britons and paid the ultimate price. She burned down ugly Roman towns and punished the criminal inhabitants. Which point of view do you think this is from? So our final activity is the obituary for Boudica. So today's lesson all about learning about this warrior queen, and hopefully now you have an idea in your mind. Is she a hero or a villain to you? Well done, Year 7.